This is Aaron, an arborist community expert, and this is how to prepare for your first climbing comp. So you've been climbing for a little while, or maybe a long while, and you've heard about the climbing comps and you want to take part in one. Or maybe you're on the fence about it. Well, if you are, let me convince you, you should go. The things that you take away from it are so valuable. They have taught me so much over the years as I've competed. And today, I would like to give you 3 things that you can do to prepare before you go to your first one. We're going to start off with the rule book. You can find it at itcc-isa.com, and it's going to familiarize you with the 5 different events that take place when you go to compete. And if you don't know what's expected in the events, then you're not really going to do very well. But what really sets you apart is if you will study in the back, there are the judges' score sheets. Look at those and see what points are given for which things, especially the things that you say. As arborists, we want to communicate when we're working so that people don't get hurt, and that's part of these comps, is helping people practice their communication and climbing in a safe manner. And so going up in a tree and just speeding through the tree, that's not going to get you the points that going through it with fluid motion and having good audibles is going to get you. So study the rule book and study where those points are coming from. There's so much of points that come from just what you say. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to climb like a competitor. And what I mean by that is that every day that you go out and you work, you're climbing trees, you've studied the rules, start climbing like you're at a comp. When you lanyard off and you're ready to cut a piece, call your audible beforehand. We should be doing that anyways, but as you practice that and make that habit, when you get out there to compete and you're going through the course, you already have that set as a habit. When you go to throw your throw line, that's one area where people don't always use audibles, is when they're going to throw their throw line. But in the comp, you need to yell your audibles when you're throwing your throw line. So practice that. Every day you go out and climb, practice climbing like it's a competition. Yes, you can go out and you can do rec climbs, and those are great. I'm not saying don't do that. But the bulk of our time is probably going to be spent out working, and so if we can use that time to practice for comps, that's going to benefit us. And then the last thing is practicing your audibles. So there's 2 events, the work climb and the aerial rescue, that are worth more points than any of the other events. And a large portion of those points comes from what you say, especially in the aerial rescue event. And so going through and writing down all the points that come just from the audible side of things and rehearsing that will get you more points when you compete. If you take those 3 things, you will be ready to go and compete. It is a great opportunity. Again, if you are on the fence about it, I highly recommend it. It is how I have learned lots of things. Climb like a champion.